I guarantee you that you've had these moments where you've just thought, it's too late. It's over. I'm never going to get past this. If you've had that, welcome to the club of being creative. You can get through this. You can change what you may think is set in stone. Hey, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. My name is Kevin Gregg. I'm a creative director, writer, producer. I am here on this channel to help you get your creative work done and to get you getting it to your audience and make a thriving living doing it. So you might be having a moment where you're just thinking to yourself, how do it's over. It's finished. I had ideas. I had projects I wanted to work on, and they're just dead in the water. I'm not going to be able to resurrect it. You can change that. You can change that. Stick around to the end of this video, and we'll talk about how we get you out of that rut. Yes, I've had this too. I've had this in my life. I remember probably a decade ago or so, I was making motions towards trying to get a higher up creative position, working with Walt Disney Company. I was going through the channels with going through Imagineering and having conversations, meetings, all this stuff. And it was about 18 months of very concentrated work, pitches, get-togethers, meetings, talking, and it looked like things were going in a direction where it was like, hey, this is going to take off. And then there was a sudden restructuring that happened in the company. And one of my bigger champions for me was gone, was let go, downsized, moved on from the company. And I didn't have any allies with any of the people that I had been working with. And I was just in a moment where I thought, well, that's it. Everything that I've been working for, all of that energy, effort, all of that stuff that I put towards this, towards what I thought was this objective that I'm working for, it's gone. And I was stuck in a moment. It took me the better part of a year where I was just in this moment of just staying in a position of just going, well, that's it, all for naught. Might as well stay right where I am. And you know what? That wasn't helping me. And actually, those type of feelings that you may be experiencing, maybe it's a project that you were working on and it just petered out, or you thought that it was going to go a certain way, or things were going to fall into place, and all of a sudden, whatever, somebody let you down, materials or stuff that you were hoping to get a hold of, it just fell apart, and you were just at a point of like going, well, that's it. I guess I'm just going to throw in the towel. I will tell you that type of thinking, that throwing in the towel, it's not from God. It's from the enemy. It's just this moment of going, well, that's it. It's too late. I have to tell you that the best stories that happen in life happen in those moments when somebody, it looks like that they have lost everything and it looks like all the chips are down, and then they pick themselves up and go, I'm going to do this again. I am going to go for it, right? Those are the best things. Those are the best things that you see, whether it's in movies or stories, or even situations that you've probably seen in real life. When you pick yourself up and you get back to it and you go, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Yes. Is there work? Is there challenges? Is there difficulty that comes along the way with it? Absolutely. But I'm just here to tell you also, it doesn't have to be magnificently huge or completely altering. Sometimes it can be just a little mini step at a time, It's why I'm a huge proponent of doing things like doing things in 6-minute increments, or working your way up to 18 minutes a day of just doing your work and just going, let me just set a timer for a minute and just get back to this. And let me see if I can just do it. A lot of this is about making a decision and making a change. Listen, a lot of this deals with neuroplasticity that exists, where you can change the neural pathways that exist in your brain. I mean, yeah, we can think to ourselves that we're absolutely stuck, but I know that you have had moments in your life where you've had to make a difficult change, where there was something that you were doing where we're just going, yeah, this isn't working for me anymore, right? I remember years ago having things like when I was a kid, when I was younger, man, I was drinking not just big gulps of Dr. Pepper, but like super big gulps of Dr. Pepper. I was having a couple of those a day, like not good. calorie count content, sugar content, all of that stuff, just nonsense. And at some point, you get to a point where you just go, yeah, I can't do that anymore. Or I also had to do that with smoking in my life or drinking in my life. Or maybe you've had to do that with some sort of sugar or junk food or whatever. You know that you've had something in your life where you've gone, yeah, this isn't working for me. And you've had to change your behavior. And the first thing that comes with that is changing the thought pattern that's behind it and going, yeah, this isn't working for me. And I say this specifically where your creative work is concerned and your creative project, that you sitting and not doing anything and throwing in the towel and thinking it's over, it's too late, let me get out of the way, let me make room for other people so that they can do it, I'll just be over here on the sidelines. That's not what you were designed for. That's not how God designed you. He created you for something more. He put those thoughts and those ideas and that vision in your heart for a reason. And part of it is about you getting up and working towards it. And maybe it's not about you doing it on your own. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee you that's not about you just doing it on your own. Eventually, you'll have to get to a point where you're going to need help from other people and learn how to collaborate. But the first thing you've got to do is that you've got to change this. If you're in this moment of going, it's over, it's finished, hold on a second, man. Please just take the moment and take a possibility for yourself of going, you know what would happen if I actually did do this? If I was actually able to break through this, and what would that look like on the other end? I mean, guys, it's a very, very powerful exercise. And even if it's just taking that small little moment today and doing that and going, hold on a second. What if I did pick this project back up and I saw it towards its end? What would that look like in my life? How could my life be different? That's a really, really powerful thing. And it's a huge thing and a gift. A gift. Hey, if you're liking this video, by the way, could you please do me a favor and like, share, subscribe if you like to? It's all this stuff that I work on this channel of making sure that you get your work done. And by the way, if you did like this video, I've also got another video that talks specifically about this thing I'm talking about what is it if I dream and scheme for what a better future could be for myself. If you're looking on the screen right now, you're going to see that I talked about that topic right there. Why don't you go take a look at that, and it might give you some helpful tools to help you dream and scheme for what could be possible with you with your creative work. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.